Okay, so in this video, I am going to try to help you understand. Today's topic would be how to write a speech, how to write a talk. They are more or less the same thing, so we will do it together. Right, so how I am going to go about this is that we will be looking at two samples from the reference book. One is in front of you, okay, the first one and the second one. Right, so this is a reference book that I took from a Form 4 level, and there's a reason why I want to show you this first, which I will talk about later. And then once you are done with this, you will have a good idea of what makes a good answer for SPM. And then in the later part of the video, I will show you some real SPM questions and let you compare the difference and the what's the same thing and what's the difference there. Okay, so let's start. Okay, as we look at the first question here, so we will first start by reading the topic here. The girl guides. Okay, girl guides are Pandu Putri would like to go for camping or glamping trip. Okay, I'm sure you know camping, but I'm not sure if you know glamping. Glamping is a word to describe the kind of trip that it's made. The word glamping comes from two words. It's glamorous camping. So when glamorous is mixed with camping, it's called glamping. So from the word, you could tell a glamping trip, it's a more comfortable, a more luxurious type of camping trip. So for example, if you camp, then you have to build your own tent, you have to start your fire. You probably have to sleep on a very lousy and very thin layer of probably a carpet something. But glamping, it allows you to sleep on a very comfortable bed. You have hot water. You don't need to sweat too much, except go out and enjoy the nature. So there are more and more glamping trip you can see. Even in Kundasang, they are building that kind of trend now. Okay, so during the semester break in June, the teacher in charge has suggested two places, either in Banting or Serenda. So these are the two places. Using the information in the table below, write a talk to persuade. Persuade is to tell people to agree with you, okay? Your members to choose one of the two places. So you want to tell them, okay, this is better, that is better, okay? Which one is better? So they have to choose, right? So in your talk, you must use an appropriate greeting. So you must use the greeting and a closure. So this is a start, and then this is a closure at the end. All right, so this one will be the format, right? You have to state the purpose of the talk, normally at the beginning, right after your greeting. Okay, describe the details all the details in the camp. So here are all the details, and your job is to use all of them. All of them. Okay, the keyword here is all of them. Right, which place you think is more suitable? So you have to suggest one place that you think is better than the other one, and you have to suggest one thing the member will learn, okay, from the camp. So what will you learn from the whole camping trip, right? Remember that the talk is for school students. So this is your target audience. That means who you are talking to. Right. Let me zoom in a little bit. Right. If you look at it, right, very simple. Because the first thing we want to do is we want to look at this. And SPM is part of it. Getting the score for SPM is you have to be smart about their how they grade you. When we say how they grade you, that means how they give you your marks, right? So if I was answering this, then the first thing I will do is I want to count my marks. Okay. Once again, my teacher always remember what your teacher says, right? Teacher says format is maximum 3, content is 12. But if format is 2, then content is 13. No matter how they pusing, they always end up being 15. Okay? 3 plus 12, 15. 2 plus 13, 15. So I'm going to count my points here to make sure that I have all the 15 marks. Okay? So I'm going to go to the point because it says we have to use all the details. Okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. So 2 more or 3 more, how to find, right? So I'll go to the format here. Okay, so I have 10, 10. Suggest one thing the members will learn. 11. Okay, state which place you think is more suitable. Maybe 12 here. State the purpose of the talk. 13. So I got my 13, and then the format is probably 1 at the beginning and 1 at the end, right? So this is how I will try to look for it if I can. I have 10 here, maybe 2 for formats. Then I have purpose, which place is better, and then one thing the members will learn. So right away, I will tell myself these are the things that I must put it in my answer when I write. Okay, even when I plan, I want to make sure I have all of them in the answer. Okay, now what we want to see here is we want to read the answer given, the sample answer, and then we want to see how they put this into their answers. Okay, so we start off with good morning. Okay. We start off with good morning. So good morning, teachers and friends. I'm here today to talk about camping or glamping trip during the semester break in June. Okay, if you look at this, basically this person just take this sentence here. I want to talk about camping or glamping trip during the semester break in June. You can see they just take it from the question. So this is something that you can do too, okay? You just copy from the question. Save your time, don't think too much, right? So I would say this is dia punya beginning greeting. Hi everybody, good morning. Okay, simple as that. As you know, glamping is the trend now. Okay, it's a trend now, and that is why we would like to have such a camping trip. Okay, so this part is greeting. This part is macam dia punya intro. Apa itu glamping? Apa itu camping? So we want to give a little bit of explanation because maybe like you, if I don't explain what is glamping, maybe you don't understand what is it too. So when you give a speech, you want to imagine your students, maybe they don't understand what is glamping. So in your introduction, maybe it's a good idea that you explain to them. All right? Okay. Now, from here, we think we are probably good to have, sorry, it's probably good to have the intro already. Okay, I want to move this up a bit. Okay. Okay. So for intro, you get one here already. Right. So moving on, as guides, maksudnya who they are. Okay, as guides, we love the thrill of sleeping under the stars. Okay, and being in the great outdoors. Okay, but we do not like the idea of having creepy crawlies. Crawlies are like mosquitoes and walking on muddy ground. Okay, so let's go glamping, which is better known as glamorous camping. So the whole purpose of here, you can see dia belum masuk lagi sini. Okay, what he's talking about is more about the purpose, right? A bit about the purpose. Did we say about purpose? Yep. This person is introducing why we need to go glamping, because we don't like the idea of having creepy crawlies like worms, bugs. You have the annoying mosquitoes. So that the whole purpose of this is we can enjoy the great outdoors and we can avoid the annoying things. So I would say the purpose is done. So we want to enjoy, but we don't want this. So the suggestion here would be glamping, right? So under the glamping trip, the teacher, Mrs. Kaur, has suggested two places: Tadom Hill Resorts in Banting and Sekeping Serenda Retreat in Serenda. So here he is telling you there are two places. Okay, both places are in Selangor, so they are not too far from our place here in Petaling Jaya. So when you look at it, not too far, it's talking about this and this, right? Okay, this and this. Okay, but the question is, how come the person did not mention the detail here? Where is the detail? Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Allow me to give you an idea of what each of these places offer. So, allow me. Okay, I want to use a different color. Okay, you see, it says, allow me to give you an idea. So this kind of language is what you use when you talk to a group of people, when you give a talk. Allow me to introduce you something. Allow me to share with you some of my my suggestions, some of my sharings, some of my findings. Okay, so this is very suitable for this kind of format. This the essays with this kind of format. Okay, so moving on. The Tadom Hill Resort in Banting is nestled among limestones hill. Is it in the detail? Okay, this is from their own elaboration. Lakes and trees. It offers quiet respite from city life. Okay, quiet, not in there. Okay, so Dirik punya point. You won't be bored because there are a variety of activities such as rides, flying fox, and what is that? Hiking through the jungle and hill climbing. Okay, these are all from his own idea. The accommodation, there we go. We have accommodation include pre-pitched tents and bamboo tents. Okay, this is also from them. Sleeping facility includes the full works like mattresses or sleeping bags, pillows, blankets, and ceiling fans. Okay, like I said, when you go glamping, you are given a lot of facilities. You have good tilam mattresses, you have pillows, even sleeping bags are ready for you. You don't have to bring your own. Then blanket if it's too cold. Then you have fan, not too hot. So these are criteria for glamping. Okay, all ready for you. The resort offers many dining options like self-cooked barbecues and buffet options. So they even cook for you sometimes if you ask. Okay, you don't have to cook, you don't have to cut your own meat, you don't have to wash anything. The cafe owners offers traditional and international fare. So fare is duit lah, how much? So the cost per person is 200. 200, this is there for 2 days and 1 night. Extra information from them. We will be taking a bus ride. There we go, bus ride from the school starting at 7 a.m. and returning at 4 a.m. Okay, so this is their own ideas. This will give us 3 full days. Again, per own ideas. The second choice is the Sekeping Serenda retreat in Serenda. Okay, I want to tick this as well. Serenda, Sekeping Serenda retreat. So this one we can tick as well. Dan Tadom Hill Resorts. It is nestled within a tropical rainforest, close to a bubbling river. Okay, this person has very good personal idea, vocabularies pun bagus. Dia suggest dia guna sangat banyak yang different types of words to describe yang beautiful view, and then ada apa sungai lah, this and that lah. Okay, so you can see that dia punya idea belum kena repeat lagi. Okay, it has an open atmosphere, especially the transparent or open sheds. Okay, they are built that way to bring guests closer to nature. Sheds is like yang macam pondok lah, yang open space punya. They are glasses sheds, timber sheds, warehouses, and road sheds. Quite a novelty. The bedrooms come complete with all the facilities. Cooking and barbecue. Does it say in the point? Let me see. No cooking, no barbecue, no. Okay, you can prepare your own meals or have meals served to you. Okay, you can see when they talk about the same thing, it still uses different words. So this is something that you can learn from this answer. Even when they talk about cooking, it says here you can prepare your own meal or you can have meals served to you. Someone will serve the meal to you. But here it says the cafe offers you this and that. Offers you self-cooked barbecue or buffet options. So you can see the student is is not repeating the same word, right? And change, sometimes he thinks of a different idea. This is what you can learn from them. All right, next we want to see if it's something. Where did I stop? Okay, there are outdoor showers and swimming pools. Again, their own ideas, and it's not repeated. You see? Not repeated. The cost in the case is 150, 150. As the place is nearer. Okay, we will think about this nearer, and we'll start the journey at 7 a.m. and return at 4 p.m. So he repeat this lah. 7 a.m., 4 p.m. So time will be the same time. Please think of what you've been told here and make your choice. Write your choice on a slip of paper and hand it in as you leave the hall. We are open to questions now. Thank you for your attention. Okay. Now, like I said, we are here to see and decide if this is a good sample. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you that all the reference books samples are good for you, right? So we want to look at this and see if this person yang tulis buku ni punya manusia, are they giving us a good sample, right? Okay, so how many points they actually put in their answer? You can see that they actually miss out quite a few things here too, right? If you see, they only mention once to go with bus, but they didn't say this place they want to go with bus as well, right? So do they get the mark? I don't know. I don't think so. If I were the marker, I probably would say, hey, how do I go to Sekeping Serenda retreat? I know we go to Banting by bus, but how do we go to Selangor? Serenda, right? The question says you must use all the details. How come you didn't use all the details? Right? And then what about how long is the journey? It's not even mentioned in both of the examples. You say it's nearer, but how near? How near? How far? Both places are not too far. Are not too far. But how far? Where are the details? Where are the details? Right? You see what I mean here? And if I go through here, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purpose considered 1 point lah. Right? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're supposed to tell me, okay, this one I think you get that. And suggest one thing members will learn from the camp. Suggest one thing members will learn from the camp. What can we learn? So let me see. What can you learn? You can play this. You can sleep here. You can play these activities. Quiet place. You wouldn't be bored. You don't feel bored. Is it something that you learn? You can enjoy different activities. Is it something that you learn? You can sleep in a good facility. Is it something that you learn? I don't see anything that talks about something that you learn. What about here, the second choice? Can you learn anything? You can enjoy yourself in the open space, closer to nature. But what will you learn? cooking, can I learn cooking? You can prepare, but you didn't say you can learn to cook with the chef or something like that. There are showers and swimming pools, but you didn't say I can learn swimming at the river or something. I don't see that. Okay, so you when you write your answer, this is something that you have to ask yourself. Did I give enough? Okay. Then the second thing, the question says, suggest one. Which place do you think is more suitable? Did the person say which place is more suitable? The person asked the students, okay, now you have to write your choice on a slip of paper and hand it in. There's no suggestion here which place is more suitable, right? You see what I mean here? It talks about how good the place is, how good this place is, how good the second place is. But which one do you think is more suitable? I don't see anything here. Do you see anything? If you see anything, you can let me know. And maybe I've missed out, right? So you are losing a lot of points here. So out of the format, okay lah, I give you format point. Okay, format. Depan greeting ada, closure ada, thank you sudah. So you have, not too long, I give you format. So format, I give you 2. Right? Content, out of 13, how many do you get? You get 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay lah. If you say both places are near, not too far, maybe I give you this one lah, nearer. Because this one is nearer than this. Okay, so how many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Out of 13, you get 7 only. Right? So is this a good sample? I don't know. You have to judge for yourself. Are you happy with 7 out of 13 when you can add more details here with all these that are given? How far is it? It's only about 1 hour from our school. Say some simple sentence like this can probably give you all this, right? So this is what I say when you write, no matter how good you are, you gotta follow what the instructions are. Okay, so this is what is something that the sample can improve on. But like I said just now, the language. Okay, if you look at their language here, there's so much. Okay, change color. Okay, now I'm talking about language here. If you look at them, they don't take too much from here, but the amount of isi yang extra they can give to us is very impressive. Okay, like I said, dia kasih jelas lagi apa itu camping. It shows that he can understand, because camping has a lot of mosquitoes. You smell bad. You smell like you are burned. Your hair smells bad, right? All these are very detailed experience that people can imagine, and all this he's putting in to introduce you to glamping. Okay, so it clearly shows that the person knows what he's talking about. And this is something that all of us has to learn, and not just to die follow the question, but we want to make it very creative. People can imagine what you are talking about. You have to know different types of activities. You have to know what they are in English, What's flying fox? What's climbing? What's rock climbing? Hiking, jungle trekking. Okay, what is pitch? Pitch is when you build a tent. Okay, then you are smart enough to know some place they make bamboo tents. So these are the extra things that you can offer, right? Traditional, international. So different types of things. You have different types of way of eating. You have barbecue, you have buffet. You can even say what else? Other types of cooking method. You can have steamboat, different types of things. Then it's using a lot of creative words. Bubbling river. Why it says bubbling? Because when a river flows, probably it's the sound, okay? Blah blah blah, the water sound. And different types of place for you to rest. You have the glass type, timber type, okay, warehouse type. So the person is showing a good understanding of language. Okay, in his brain, he has a lot of vocabularies and he's not repeating it at all from the beginning until the end. So I would say the person has done very well in this part. Okay, but I guess this part it needs improvement, right? Again, I don't know why it's asking them to vote when you are asked to tell, like you are asked to suggest them which one is more suitable, right? So this is something that you can think about when you write. Okay, most of the time you have no problem with following the points here, but you can definitely learn from them how they write the language, how they expand the points, how they expand the ideas using different types of sentences. Okay, right. So that's one. I think I will continue the second one. Okay, you know what? I'll just do it right away. Okay, and then the next thing that I want to look at is this. Okay, now this is a quite okay question lah. I will show you why later. The second sample we want to look at is this one. Okay, you have been asked by your teacher to give a talk on a healthy lifestyle to the students in I think probably your school. You have decided to talk about practice a healthy lifestyle. Use the following notes you have gathered from a seminar to write your talk. Don't smoke, eat right, stay active, manage stress well. When writing the talk, you must use an appropriate greeting. Okay, once again, format 1, 2. Okay, format. State the purpose of the talk, isi. Use all the notes given. Give 2 reasons, 2 lagi. Remember that the talk is for school student. Okay, ni target kamu. Now, what is the issue here is that this is not a good question and you will definitely not see this in SPM. Okay, format point 2, content point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They only give you 6, which is impossible, right? You will not get less than what you're supposed to get, right? You will always get 2 plus 13 or 3 plus 12. Okay, so that's something that I want you to remember is that when you read reference book, they are not always right, And the other reason is that because this is coming from a Form 4 text, Form 4 reference book. So it makes sense also lah. They don't want to push too hard for Form 4 students. So they give them a bit lesser. It makes sense, okay? Make it easier for them to learn how to start first. But for you, it's something that you have to keep in mind that this kind of questions will not be like this. Okay, it's not gonna be only 4. But I really want you to look at the sample here. So the point of me showing this to you is that I want you to keep in mind format plus content will always add up to 15. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this, and then we're gonna look at the sample answer for this one. So how do I do this? So this is the question. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the left hand side. Then I'm gonna right. Okay. So a very good morning. This is a sample answer for this one, yeah? I want you to look at it and then tell me what you think. A very good morning to the principal, Ms. Encik Hamzah bin Razak, teachers and friends. The topic of my talk today is practice a healthy lifestyle. So, okay, let's put this as the greeting. Greeting. Hello everybody. Today my topic is this. Right? Okay. So what is here would be dia punya general introduction lah. Apa dia punya topik? Kenapa mau practice a healthy lifestyle? With the global fear over the H1N1 influenza virus, okay, and just recently SARS, have you thought about practicing a healthy lifestyle? Question mark. And why I want to draw your attention to this is because in article we talk about writing a good intro. One of the ways is to use a current issue, okay, to show that you have the understanding, to show that you have the knowledge, to show that you know what you are talking about. So I like this because it's talking about an issue that we are also facing right now. So you want to start thinking when it comes to health topic about health, no matter what lah, healthy eating lah, diseases lah, taking care of yourself lah, all of this, you're gonna have to fill yourself with some extra knowledge. You're gonna have to know about how you can link your current issue now. You can, this is before 2020, so they don't know what is COVID-19, what is coronavirus, and what is pandemic. Okay, all these vocabularies are important to you, and that's why I want to encourage you to watch all the news in English so you can catch some of the words and you can put into your writing. Okay, H1N1 is very new. SARS is about 10 years ago, and right now we have COVID-19. So you need to, probably it's a good idea that you know some of the words. What is a pandemic? What does it mean by precautions? What does it mean by social distancing? Okay, how to put them in sentences. Okay, you don't know if this will become a popular question for your SPM because it's never happened before. Okay, all the words like this. What is unprecedented? something that has never happened before. All of this knowledge is very good for your introduction when it comes to article, when it comes to speech, any types of writing. Even in the future, when we go into the continuous writing, we're gonna talk a lot more about all this extra knowledge that we need to show that we know. All right, so that is a good intro there. Again, not too long because Form 4 level, they are keeping it a bit more simple. What I would say is you need more, you probably need more than one sentence, but I'm not saying it's wrong to keep it simple, right? So once again, one of the trick is to start off with a question. So it's linking the world issue and then bring your attention with a question. Again, very similar to this style in an article that I have talked about. If you haven't watched that video, it's also in my channel. All you need to do is just go and search for it. Right. So nowadays, many teenagers have the misplaced idea that smoking is glamorous and cool. Misplaced idea is idea yang salah kena tafsir lah. Okay, misplaced means yang hilang. Misplaced is hilang lah, but when you say misplaced idea, that means an idea that's not correct. Okay, people think it's glamorous and cool. First is it's not. It stinks. Second, I want you to look at this very cute sentences, very short. First, it is not. It stinks. See how little words can actually form a sentence, and I actually like it because it's very simple, but it's very powerful. First, it's not. Okay, and you can use short sentences because this is a speech. When we say something, when we speak, we tend to use shorter sentences in order to help people understand what we are saying, right? So this is another type of language that you use in a speech. When you say something, when you want to emphasize something, you use short sentences. First, it's not cool. It's not. It stings. Second, it poisons your system. Smoking causes a whole list of diseases from stroke to cancer. Okay, you always get confused with this word. So I want you to, if you're looking at this, if you're watching this, I want you to remember that this is a very common word that you always use, but you always use the wrong word. Okay, smoking menyebabkan. Okay, a whole list, satu senarai penyakit daripada stroke sampai ke cancer. Okay, next, to stay healthy, we should eat right. Untuk pastikan kita sehat, kita makan dengan cara yang betul. So, this is his number 1 point already. This is number 1 point. Now we are moving to number 2, eat right. To many of us, a good meal comprises of soft drinks, melibatkan soft drinks and fast food. We don't want to be reminded that such a meal clogs up our arteries. Okay, now I think you can learn this. Clogs up, clogs, what is it in Malay? Sumbat. Okay, sumbat clogs up your arteries. Okay, if you're a science student, then you know lah, artery. I think bukan science stream pun tahu juga kan? Artery is one of dia punya pipe di jantung kita. Okay, and causes us to be obese. So menyebabkan, sekali lagi menyebabkan the right candidate for heart disease. Okay. Bila kita jadi gemuk, kita jadi candidate, kita jadi target yang perfect untuk penyakit jantung. Okay. Macam bila itu penyakit jantung boleh pilih, dia mesti pilih dulu orang yang gemuk sikit, right? Sometimes, but not always. Sometimes even if you're thin pun you get it, but this one, if you're obese, then the chances are higher. Okay, not to mention diabetes. Yes, okay, this one lagi senang. When you are obese, you tend to get diabetes easily. The point is we should get a balanced diet. We should get a balanced meal. Again, goes back to this idea, consisting of plenty of fruits and vegetables, a smaller portion of carbohydrates and protein 3 times a day. Moreover, eating right will boost our immune system. Again, it's vocabularies. You have to know apa itu carbohydrates dalam BI, apa itu protein, apa kegunaan carbs, kenapa kita mesti kurangkan carbohydrate, kenapa kita mesti banyakkan fruits and vegetables. Okay? Semua ini adalah kamu punya pengetahuan yang kamu perlukan untuk esei yang begini. Okay? The whole point of me asking you to read this with me, kenapa saya minta kamu baca sama-sama, is that I want you to see macam mana budak ni, maksudnya penulis ni, dia boleh satu point, dia boleh tulis panjang-panjang. Okay, this is what I want you to take a look at. It's not about writing very long sentences. It's about knowing what's the good words for this kind of topic. Bila kita sebut pasal makanan, we have to know apa yang penting untuk jantung, apa yang boleh elakkan penyakit itu, apa yang menyebabkan penyakit yang kedua, yang ketiga, apa hubungan mereka. So these are the knowledge that you need to know. It's not about the language, it's do you have the knowledge? When you have the knowledge, can you say them in English? Okay? Mesti ada knowledge, pengetahuan dulu, barulah kamu boleh fikir macam mana dalam BI itu. Right? So, smaller portion means hidangan yang kecil. Kenapa hidangan kecil untuk carbs? Why do we need that? What does it mean by 3 times? We eat 3 times a day. What is immune system? These are the things that you need to know. Boost your immune system means what? Okay, maksudnya apa? Bukan, it's so that you don't have to keep saying, this is good for our body, it's healthy. For us to be healthy, we must eat good food. You see, I'm repeating good, and healthy. But you see, when they write, they don't really repeat any of the words here, right? The third one, we need to stay active. Have you ever thought about exercising regularly? Again, dia guna teknik bertanya soalan. So you can also use this technique. It helps you to stay fit. You see, short sentences here, 1 and 2. Take up a game like football or go skateboarding or cycling. Okay, you see, it's the ability to list down different types of exercise. Be involved in the school's core curricular activities. Okay, COCUM dalam BI, how? Core curricular. COCUM, core curriculum dalam BI, core curricular. Okay, COCUM sebenarnya dia wujud sebab ada perkataan BI dulu, baru ada BM dah. So be a scout. Do you know what is a scout? What is a scout in BM? Yeah, suddenly I forgot. SCOUT. Pengakap kan? Yeah, pengakap. Now I remember. Okay, be a scout if you like the outdoors. Join the school band. See, different types. School band is you play music lah for most of the time when you perform you go out at the street during sports days. Okay, having lots of fun outdoors contribute to a healthy lifestyle. Finally, manage your time well and you will manage your stress. Okay, manage your stress. Don't procrastinate. You see, 2 words can make 1 sentence. Again, this happens more in speech. Okay, when you give a speech, give a talk, then you can use this kind of short sentences. Procrastinate is like you and I, we always do that. When we have some work to do, then we will say, "Ay, nantilah, nantilah, nantilah. I watch the TV first. I eat my fruits first. I play my games first." Okay, that is procrastinate. If you study for exams or you try to do your project just the day before, you will be stressed. Have a timetable and keep to it. You will find you will have enough time to play as well as do well in the examinations. Remember, practice a healthy lifestyle. Thank you. This is the conclusion. Okay, so what is good about this? Yang seperti yang what I say lah, dia memang boleh explain dia punya point dengan elaboration yang sangat bagus. Okay, but what I don't like is I would prefer dia punya point kalau mau panjang semua sama panjang. Okay, I don't really encourage lah. It's not bad, but sometimes I think it's okay. You can do that if you really run out of ideas, but if you can, then you try to add a bit more here. And I have no comment about the content because I think the elaboration is good enough. What I will say is this is for Form 4 again. Form 4 we don't ask too long. Plus dia cuma bagi 4 saja kan. So the thing is dia tidak tambah pun dua reason sendiri. Right? You see? Also there's no purpose. The purpose yeah, I would actually think you can add more here to talk about your purpose, right? And this one definitely don't have in the answer. So you see a sample reference book pun dong tidak tulis betul-betul. So I think you need to remember lah, okay? What is asked should be given. Okay, what they ask, you need to give it to them. Okay, so the good thing is you can learn from the vocabularies, the knowledge, right? Almost 1 hour. Okay, now we have looked at the sample from Form 4 textbooks. Now I want to move on to the exam for SPM. Okay, I showed you 2 types, right? 2 types. Okay, there's this one type where you compare, then another type is just to list down. Okay, if I remember correctly, in 2019 lah, last year punya SPM, the question was article, and then 2018 report, 2017 report, 2016 is this one. 2016, you see, okay. Your teacher is organizing a study trip, suggest a television factory or a plantation, tea plantation. You have to write a talk, okay, very similar to this one. Very similar to this one. This is 2016, 3-4 years ago. Okay, right. So you see, it's very similar. Use format, greeting and closing. You must give a purpose. Use all the notes. Give your own ideas when needed. Ni bagian dia punya elaboration lah. Then here you have all the details for 2 trips. You have to tell which trip you think is more suitable. You have to say one thing you can learn from the trip. It's the same. They just copy from the past year paper, then they change the topic, right? So this is 2016 punya. Let's look at 2015. 2015 is also a speech. Okay, this one will be the second type lah yang begini punya. But of course, this one is not complete lah. Right? So if you look at this, okay, if you look at this, right, your school is organizing a ceremony for your favorite teacher, retiring, okay, bersara sudah. So give a farewell speech. You have to write a speech. Then these are the points. Okay? You see, if I count with you, you have 1, 2, ini 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got 12 here. Then you have format 1, format 2. Where is the one more is this one? Give the purpose. So plus 1. So 13 plus 2 equals to 15. You see? Memang ngam-ngam punya. So what you want to do is, when they ask you to give idea, you give your idea. When they ask you to give your idea, you give your idea. When they give you the idea, you have to elaborate them. Elaborate. Okay? And not just give me one sentence, build one sentence, build one sentence. You have to give different ideas coming from the same point. Okay, so that is what I want to share today. Okay, as usual, I need you to write a sample answer. The reason is if you don't write to me, I cannot comment, right? So I will choose this one as your work. So this is what you do, SPM 2015. I will post it up. I will share in your group. I know this video is a bit long, so this one, this is for this whole week, yeah. So take the time slowly, and if you have any questions, once again, you can talk to me. I am always here to help you. And once you have given me, if I need to comment to you, I will let you know if I have anything that I want to say. Okay, that's all and goodbye.